Completing the square. I know you have different things written down, but do this with me mentally. Don't write this down. If you had a problem like this, how do you think you could solve for x? What do you think the first thing could be? Square root? Take the square root. Okay, if this is squared, if x is squared already, well, it's inside the parentheses, then you want to get rid of that square. So you take the square to both sides. Okay? The square root makes the squared go away. Alright. Stop and focus, okay? We're all on the right page now. Look at the screen. When you have a square root and a square sign, they cancel each other out, and what's all that you're left with? X minus 5. That's going to be our goal for the next couple of days, is to be able to cancel that square sign and to get this. But on the other hand, this side, what do you have? 4, 8, or 2 answers, right? 8 is one of them. What's the other one? 8 or negative 8. Alright, that's what the trick is to these kind of problems. It's not just like solving for x, that squared makes it have to have 2 answers. So when you take the square root of 64, you get plus or minus 8. So now to solve this, and this is what we're going to be doing tomorrow, so you're not missing out on anything, I'm just giving you an introduction. So when you cross this off, you really have 2 answers, and I'm going to write it out like this. Plus or minus 8 plus 5. Some of you might recognize this from some things you've done in algebra. So look, if I ignore the minus sign for just a minute, I get one answer. What would this answer be? What would this answer be? Positive 13. Good. What if I take that and ignore the plus sign for a minute? What would this answer be now? Now it's negative 8 plus 5. Negative 3. And those are your 2 answers. There's always got to be 2 answers, okay? That's what we're going to try to get to. But for today, we're only going to be doing the first steps. The first steps, which help us to be able to set it up the right way. So now, this is what you have on your paper. Yeah. So look up at the top for these ones. These ones you actually have written. Okay, so look. This was a plus 1 squared. That's the perfect square here. We need to turn it into a trinomial. And some of you would remember this as a shortcut that we did not too far back. But if you don't remember that as a shortcut, let's do it this way and see if you can start getting. You don't have to write these down. Just keep it up the top. I'm going to do the work, and then you guys will help me just come up with the answer. So if I put a plus 1 out here, because those are the parentheses, those are the factors. I'm now trying to go backwards and find the actual numbers. So it'll be right here. And this one. 1a, and this one. And this one. 1 times 1, it would be 1. So when we fill it in here, we've got a squared. What would this middle one be? 2a, and what would the last one be? 1. Okay? Remember, you take that number and you multiply it by the front, you double it. You double the middle, and then you square the last number. 1 squared is 1. So let's do that shortcut for these. Let's double the middle. If you have the negative 4 right here, what's double? What's twice as big as negative 4? Negative 8. For the last number, you square it. Negative 4 squared becomes positive 16. Yeah? Okay? And that's what this is all going to be about. Just finding those 2 numbers. Double it or square it. So we're doubling the middle, we're squaring for the end. So if our number is negative 5, double it. Minus 10, good, and square it. 25, the middle number is twice as big, the last number is squared. This one, what would be the middle number? 6, and what would be the last number? 9, okay? That's called the perfect square. And that's what we have to do in order to complete the square. We have to make the perfect square in order to complete it. So let me show you the examples of what you're going to be doing today. They're really pretty simple, and you're going to have lots of time. But the first thing we have to do is remember that we're taking half of the middle number The middle number was double, and then we're going to square it. So if you just follow these steps for now, you'll be good, and by tomorrow you'll see how it all fits together. So the first thing is to take half of the middle number, and then we're going to square it. This is kind of the trick right there. Take half the middle number and then square it. So look at this problem right here. What's the middle number? Negative 14. What's half of that? Negative 7. So you take 14, you divide by 2. I'm going to write it out, but we won't write it out every time. And then you square it. That's negative 7. And when you square it, you get 49. Okay? So what we're going to do is say x squared minus 14x and then plus 49. We're just plugging in this number right here. It's 49. So you take half the middle number, you square it, and then you replace the variable right here at the end. This could be like a box that you're filling in. And the last thing to do is write that as a perfect square. Look at the number. You take half of the middle and the square root of the n number. What's the number we're dealing with there? What's half of negative 14? 7. What's the square root of 49? 7. So just remember it was a negative 14, so it's a minus 7. That's all you have to be able to do today. Okay, you're going to fill in the blank for C, and then you're going to write it as a perfect square. And you don't have to do all the written stuff there. I just wrote it for your notes, but most of you are going to be able to see it in your head. Okay, so number 1. The 49 went right here. We turned it into, replaced the C. So it's x squared minus 14x and then plus 49. So you can say that negative 7 doubled is negative 14 and negative 7 squared is positive 49. Comes from both of those things. All right, so this way, we have to replace the C first. So you take the middle number and you cut it in half. What do you get? 4. Now square that. 16. So what you really have is a squared plus 8a plus 16. If you don't like me crossing things out, then I'll write it down underneath. It's really just replacing the C. Plus 8a plus 16. Okay, so other people don't feel confused. Tell me where the 16 came from. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then you square it. Okay? And the last thing you have to do is write this as a perfect square. What's the first number going to be? A. What's this one going to be? Say louder. 4. And that's it. We're going to be using that tomorrow. This is an introduction. Tomorrow you're going to be using that and just squaring both sides. All right, this one. The middle number is 16, so take negative 16 and divide it by 2. What do you get? Negative 8. Take negative 8 and square it. You get 64. So that goes right here. X squared minus 16x plus 64. And a lot of you don't have to write out the side part. You can just do it in your head. What does that make then? Depends on that number right there. Negative 8 doubled is negative 16. Negative 8 squared is positive 64. The number has to be half of the middle and the square root of the second. And that's all you have to be able to do. This one right here. What number would I put in place of C? Can anyone say it already? 100. That's right. Take half of 20. Half of 20 is 10. Square it. And you're going to get 100. M squared plus 20m plus 100. You take the middle number 20, cut it in half, and then you square it. 10 squared makes 100. And that number is also the number that goes into your parentheses. This would be m and what? And don't forget to put the little square root or squared sign at the end. Okay, let's try just a few more quickly to make sure you got it. The rest of the time, you guys can just be practicing and working on it. This one right here. What's you did you say 49? Good job. I was going to ask what's the first step. The first step is divide by 2. That's right. You already got the answer. All right. So negative 14 divided by 2 makes what? Negative 7. So you have to take that negative 7 and you have to square it. So we're going to say p squared minus 14p plus 49. And And to rewrite it, what's the number you use? The negative 14 or the 49? What do you use? The negative 7. This one. What can you add to both? What can you add there? 25. Good. Negative 10. Take half of that, and you get 5. Square that. Take that negative 5 and square it, and you say plus 25. You don't have to erase this. I'm moving it down so it's less cluttered. So it is y squared minus 10y plus 25, and to make it into a perfect square, it would be y what? Minus 5. Good. You always go with whatever the half the number was. Number 6 together and then 3 on your own. This one, what's half the middle number? 9. What is that squared? 81. So add that in there. And then think about what it would be when you factored it and you turned it into a perfect square there. Did you say b plus 9? Good. Okay, questions on that? All right, do the bottom 3 on your own right now. It is going to equal what you get when you put everything all together. What happened, Jeremiah? You wrote over 1. It should have been over 2. Negative 2 divided by 2 is